Did I win? I sure hope so. Alright, what's up my friends? Welcome to not another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. I've been on paternity leave for the last 2 weeks, and of course Worlds leave. You're watching this on Monday. I am recording this on, I don't know what day it is honestly. It's been a mixture of newborn and Worlds testing. It's Monday for me. It's just past midnight here on Monday the 24th. I leave for Worlds in about less than 12 hours. And as you're watching this, Worlds is over. And I have no idea how I did. My team, I work with Eli Cassis, Mike Sigrist, and Jacob Toff. And this is the deck we're playing in Standard. And some slight variations. I know Eli's playing 1 or 2 cards different. For the most part, this is our deck. He worked on it a lot. And I'm recording this before I leave. And again, maybe I did well. Maybe one of us won the tournament. Maybe we all did terribly. I have no idea. So it's fun for you in the future. But this is the deck we came to after testing Standard for the last 2 weeks. Nothing super crazy here. The reality is that the Esper cards are all just really, really good. Of course, Raffine. You know, it's funny, wedding announcement, we discussed actually cutting for a little bit for Peacekeepers, but ended up playing them anyway. Of course, Sheoldred, the Wandering Emperor, Dennick, a surprising, really, really good card. And the cards are just really, really good. So the interesting things here are things in the margins, the things that are not, the core 20 or so cards. So we came to Ludevic, as our 2-drop of choice after Dennick and Underdog. A really cool card, actually. 2/3 for 2. Which is the body size you want because it blocks Fable tokens. And whenever it ETBs or attacks, mill a card. So you might mill over a Dennick or an Underdog. And then has the ability to pay effectively 5 mana and make it into a creature in your graveyard. Now, this is really cool because later in the game, this can be an extra copy of Sheoldred or AO, the Dawn Sky. But the really cool thing we discovered is that if you block with your Dawn Sky or they kill your Dawn Sky and you hit the Ludevic, you get to untap, tap 5 mana, activate it, copy the Dawn Sky immediately, and then attack, which is awesome. Which is really, really good. So, we like that one a lot for our other 2-drop. A lot of good removal spells in here. Plaza of Heroes, there are just an absolute ton of legends in this deck. And also, this can protect your Shield in the late game, which is super cool. And nothing too crazy here otherwise. It's just a super, super solid deck list. Sideboard, cut down, Disdainful Stroke, some counter spells. Kaitos, a couple Wraths. We can turn into a control deck a little bit, which is kind of nice. And that's really it. So this is my Worlds deck. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little tired because we've been testing all day. We literally just submitted our decks 10 minutes ago. So here we are playing the deck, and let's see how it rolls. And again, hopefully this is my Worlds winning deck list, and we'll see. But let's get right into the games. Brought to you first, quick word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right. Play, please. Ugh. Yeah, we'll keep. Ideally, we'll draw an untapped land on turn 2. We might not, though. Not ideal. Kind of a, not good enough to mulligan. Or not bad at the mulligan, but kind of want to, kind of ham. It's alright, it's fine. A little Jund action. It feels like this sequence here, the decks in this, obviously, the decks in this format are so curve out dependent that there are definitely games where the player who just plays their tap land on turn 2, doesn't play a 2-drop, starts to get run over. But we're on the play this game, so we block here. They have Trespasser, which is kind of annoying, but I think it's probably fine. I guess they can't. They play Fable next turn. We attack. They don't block. Then we're lacking a turn 4 play, though. Emperor. Disappear. Yeah, no blocks. Underdoggy number 2. No land. Come on, let's get real. Alright, and now we just say go. I think that modern day Magic design of making everything have like 3 and 4 power early is interesting. It does sort of like lead to these really like miss a land drop, stumble, get crushed kind of games, which is a little annoying, but Emperor, take my exile right now. Now I guess plus on Dennick next turn also, which is great. A 3/2 lifelinker is phenomenal. Play Dragon too. They got their land, alright. So they're going to play Liliana of the Veil. Sure, that's fine. A lot of value to be had here from Dennick anyway, so no worries. Untap, and we're going to play our Dawn Sky. And then the question is, do I want to make it bigger? Which is really bad if they have Soul Transfer. Or just make a token. I'm just going to eat it, make a token. Right. Make it bigger. I have two loyalty. They kill it. I guess we could... It's only bad if they have Soul Transfer. Making a token gives me a little more attackers for Liliana, a little bit for the Make Disappear. I can Dennick and Dennick next turn, too. Just plus.
Remember your training.
Discard the Waste, I guess, to Liliana. Which is fine. Honestly, maybe just Make Disappear. Nah, they're pretty light on mana. This is fine. Discard a Cut Down. Again, Soul Transfer here is the one, like, really bad one. Wow. Alright, they're going to spin the wheel here, folks. They're going to let us trigger out the Dawn Sky. So now I want to hit the... We want to hit the Ludevic and another 2-drop. Ooh. Hit the Ludevic, but we got to take Shelly, I think. It's a little too good not to take. Infernal Grasp. Dennick. Our Apprentice. Make Disappear. Let's attack Lily. Make it 2/2, play a Dennick Sigo. Wouldn't have minded a land here, so I could play the Apparition instead, but I think having Make Spear and Grasp is great here, so. Shelly. Actually, you know what? I have a Grasp. This is fun. Game feels over. Beat this board. Brend. So they're at 7. We're at 23. They're going to 5. Sure. You got it. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I'm not sure what their they think their plan is here. Because they didn't have a way to kill Sheoldred now. They're not going to have one on their upkeep before they draw a card. And they can't Blood for it because they'll lose life there too, so... Alright, sweet. So, both players stumbled a little bit, and we were able to get out of it faster. Jund with Liliana, they could be the graveyard deck, like the Cruelty of Gix Titan deck, but probably more of like a mid-range deck, honestly. All the decks have so much variation, it's like, there's so many like variants of every mid-range deck, you can just do a lot of different things. We're on the draw. We like the Depopulates in the draw. I want these in. The Negates. I'm going to cut the Make Disappear, actually. Let's see. Peacekeeper on the draw is not ideal. I should like to have Liliana, too. Get rid of that. I was great. Ertai. Void Rend's like whatever. I guess it's good against the Trespassers if they have those. Destroy Evil is good against Sheoldred, and it's not great against Fable, obviously. It's only okay. I don't love that. The Populate's also good against Fable, too, so get rid of that. And What else? I don't really love Ertai. Everyone on my team loves Ertai. I'm not a big Ertai fan. Shit, the Ertai. I had to bring the Warden. That was whatever, sure. I think I wanted the Warden too, but it's alright. We'll see. If they're playing a lot of Lilianas and we're playing a low resource game, we like might not get up to 6 mana, so like we spent like an hour and a half on a sideboard guide tonight, but like it's just so variable based on what players have in their deck list. So good hand here. 2-3 on the curves. Good mana too. Swamp. Alrighty then. Hopefully they have Liliana. I guess my wedding announcement. Sure. Does make the hand worse, but... And... They were... Lots of colors in the last game, right? I didn't dream that. I know I'm a little delirious, but... Ludevic. Just attack. Play announcements, they go. Grasp Ludevic next turn is pretty good. I am losing my mind. Yeah, sure. No land. Oh, come on. No land opponent. Let's get real here. I want a card. I don't want a token. So let's attack both. Play this and play this. Just they go with Grasp up, which feels pretty awesome. Missing land up is killer in this format. We're going to mill over. Announcement, sure. We have Takenuma available here too. We don't need to get. We could mill over the Dennick instead. Come on. Get a little extra value here. Alright. Oh god, don't do me like this. Come on. Don't make it so easy for me. Alright, well. This game is an absolute blowout. Alright, you got it. Alright, they were red. I wasn't losing my mind. Alright, so we have Dennick, Ludevic, land. We've got no creatures in our graveyard. We have Takenuma. That's not going to do much either, so... I just jam. Mill over a... Oh, God, it's so nice. We found this card, like, literally today. Like, we put Ludevic in our deck after trying basically every possible 2-drop there was available about 4 hours ago. And I'm very, very happy we did. It's awesome. Alright, land, Plaza. I'd like to leave black up, actually, so... So we have Takenuma, if we really want it. The card's great. Draw a card, the thingy. Yeah, just... Snowball. It's all about... These mid-range decks are all about just getting on the board. Shelly. Shelly's fine, whatever. Takenuma's got no targets. Okay, so untap. Draw negate. Lose a little life. We are going shields down by playing Aho. But it's not that bad, honestly. It's just a really good card, so I'm cool with that. Attack. There you go. Would have loved to have made almost any other play this turn, so I could have the gate up too, but it's a good play. When all in doubt, just play the dragon. Alright, that's the proper response to a dragon. But. We could just talk to him and try and spike here. That's too much, I think. Alright, draw land, sure. Alright, we Takenuma, and if we hit a good, we can flip it into it. I'm gonna go for it. Let's just do it. Takenuma, mill 3. Raffine. Oh, Raffine. Let's go. Alright. There's a clue. And now we're going to Raffine and get the Dennick up to 5 power. Caves of Koilos is gross. Let's play this. Can't draw too much or we'll die, obviously, so you need to be aware of that. We attack here and here. Need to discard 2 spells. Yeah, it's fine. Oh my god, unbelievable. Alright, whatever. We have to discard 2 spells here, so we're locked in, so... No negate for us, is what it is. So we lose 4. We're going to gain 5, though. Gross. Need to draw a spell, you know? It's not 2 lands. Awesome. Less awesome. Acceptable. Alright. 10 to 4. End turn. Up to 6. Of course, the Sheoldred Raffine interaction is very fun, because I couldn't attack with everything this turn, I would just die. Because the Raffine trigger is not a May. Invoke Despair, sure. I mean, sacrifice the token and the festivity and lose life. And then we draw another land. Jesus. What are they at? 8? Are they dead? Can I copy anything yet? I copy a Dennick. That's actually pretty... Oh, that's my only creature, though. That sucks. Yes, this would be a 4/4. It would be... That'd be a 5/5. That works. Alright, yeah, we'll cast copy Dennick then, sure. So we'll go... land. Target this. And now I have Ulag and Dennick. And then I attack with... I can only attack with 2, otherwise I die. Attack with these 2. Can you draw a spell, please? Sure, whatever. So, go to 2. Gain 10. Olag. Ludevic's Hubris. Alright. And there we go. So, up to 12. Feeling great. Investigate. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. Sleeper. I'm ready to go to sleep, honestly. Harvester. Yeah, whatever. Alright, there's really dead. Sure. Anything else? So I guess there's Rakdos. They're just playing this just like a duel. Underdog. Underdog. Void Rend. Oh my god, he got everything. Undies. My undies. My undies. Whee! That's a lot of lands. And there you go. Victory. I'm pretty impressed with Ulag. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited to play the card. Super excited. Yeah. All right, rocking and rolling on the play. Good place to be. But one thing we discovered quickly with these mid-range decks is that being on the play is just really important. These decks have just draws with Raffine and Dennick that are just absurd on the play. Alright, so reasonable hand. We're going to keep this. Going to ship the redundant Wedding, I think. Could ship the Dawn Sky. I'll ship Dawn Sky, actually. We're on the mulligan here, so no guarantee to make our first 5 land drops. Alright, tap land, go. They mulliganed also. Get the old Dennick on 2 here. Ely's playing 4 Dennick. I'm only playing 3. I couldn't make mince with the 4th. It is very, very good, though. So, here's your old Dennick. Your old pal Dennick. We got double announcement here against the mono black deck with no Meat Massacres. Awesome. Or we draw the Raffine. Now, the problem with Raffine here is that it is bad against cut down. And they left 2 mana up. Could grasp my Dennick possibly also. Not really getting through here anyway. Never got a Wedding announcement. They could always flip the curtains, obviously, and take the Raffine. That's fine, I think. So, I guess I should attack here anyway, whatever, to gain 2 life. But, should attack first, obviously. Whatever, no big deal. So, make a token, say go. No removal spell. Now we can also make this into a 4-power creature next turn in theory. There's your Grotto. So, mono black, of course, with no Meat Massacres, which is the big change to the format in the middle of our testing. Alright, get over the flip. The one who has seen the eye. They take the Raffine, no problem. Now you get to Wedding announcement. And this is an interesting spot because I think it's pretty interesting Wedding announcement. The times you want to make a token and the times you want to draw cards. So would I rather draw 2 cards here or make 2 tokens? I think I'd rather make 2 tokens, actually, which is interesting. But we're going to announcement. We're going to land. We're only attack for 2 with Dennick. I want to make tokens here rather than draw cards. Because once they're on the board, we have 2 announcements to play. We snowball. And again, of course, they're playing mono black. And they're not playing Meat Massacre anymore. So they don't have any way to mop up a wide board. So might want to draw next turn. I think getting these creatures in play this turn is pretty good for us. Takenuma here can get back our Raffine. Play an Underdog. And they're going to lead back the Revealing Eye. We draw Wandering Emperor. So now, of course, we can just chill. I don't mind just, like, making tokens here also. Anyway, our attacks aren't particularly great. Let's play Plaza and say go with Emperor up. And, works for me. Here's the go. Sweet. Where's your Meat Massacres, friend? Liliana of... Sure. Yeah, we had considered playing, player discards a card, sure. I mean... We had considered playing, the 3/3 Peacekeeper over Wedding Announcement. But... this card's just too good in spots like this. In the games where both players are having their ideal draws, the Peacekeeper's better. Citrus plays on curve better, but when things get ugly, this card is just a lot better overall. So, play Wandering Emperor and put a counter on our Dennick. Yeah, just like, they just can't beat the go wide board, which is sick. So, alright, so we're going to bring in mono black. We're on the draw. Play draw is very different with this deck. Kaito's a card you only wanted to play, and in most matchups, you never wanted him to draw. Almost. Depends. But cut down Negate, Stroke, Warden. I like the Warden here. Definitely somewhat interested. They have 4 Invoked Despairs in their deck, so we're interested in Negate. Don't really like the Make Disappears, though. Want some Negates. Cut down is... only okay. I don't think Peacekeeper's okay here, I guess. A lot of cards that are okay. I mean, Void Rend probably just go. It's just a pretty middling card. Negate. Destroy Evil's not great here, I suppose. There aren't many enchantments. Doesn't kill the bigger things either. I can even see cutting 2 Destroy Evil and bringing in the Ertai. I don't hate that. It's only really kills Sheoldred, so do like this. Could also see Void Rend over the Ertai. Void Rend kills Trespasser. Yeah, so it's too bad, actually. Mono Black was not in our testing. It was not part of our matrix, if you will. Grasp, Negate, Peacekeeper. Yeah, I'm cool here. Pretty sweet. It's weird. I haven't done content in like 2 weeks. It's like the longest I've gone without doing content in a very, very long time. Between, of course, my newborn child, who does not like sleeping, and prepping for Worlds. So... this hand's bad, but we're going to keep it. Evolved Sleeper. Play Plaza and Sigio. I should put the beach probably, but whatever. Not a big deal. Get the old sleeper going. Sure. So take one, play the dog. Could have a cut down here. Nope. Okay. Obviously, you can block here and trade pretty happily. Supposed to be block and trade, and they have a trespasser. It's not ideal, but it really isn't that bad, honestly. Play their own dog and just say go. Wow, okay. Well, we're hot dogging it here. We're drawing a lot of lands, unfortunately, but we're dogging it, so I think I'm fine attacking. I guess they can blitz back then. Just play this as I go. Not really in a huge rush to do anything, honestly. And it's kind of bad, but we got a spell land, which is cool. Shelly. Dennick. Alright. I mean, if we leave Emperor up here, it's just like unbelievably obvious that we have it. So, just play this and say go. We have the Eiganjo. Oops, no, I don't do that. We have the Eiganjo up also, so that's kind of cool. See how frisky Shelly wants to get here. Takenuma. Curtains. That's curtains for me. All right, well, that's pretty awkward, I guess. So, there goes our Emperor. We have all lands in our hand, so okay. Adorable. A little life loss. Yeah, their attacks here aren't great, and this is a pretty great hit. So I might actually see if our Necro friends plan come into fruition here. So play this and say go. Hopefully no soul transfer, although soul transfer is much worse in the mono black deck because they don't have artifacts or enchantments actually either, so we will need to draw a spell at some point to win this game, probably. We can't leave Sheoldred and play for that long, obviously, so alright, big money. Big money, here we go. I could actually counter my creatures. Nah, that's not good. Alright, let's go. Top 7 cards. Mana value 4. Alright, we did not hit our Ludevic, but we hit a Sheoldred, which plays, so take that. Pretty good swap. It's one of the best cards in my deck, honestly. This card's very good in this format. It dodges Wandering Emperor. It's great against removal spells. It trades up every time. The card's so good. And now we have Dueling Shellys. So we win that fight. It's actually Cycle Raffine. That's not nice. I'll just play lands I go. Attacks aren't good. They can start sleepering. Yeah, just say go, I guess. Now we're at parity with Sheoldred, so we have a little bit of card draw. We have Planeswalker. Their sleeper can start going up, which kind of sucks, but I think that the card quality in our 3-color deck outweighs the card quality in their 1-color deck, so Soaring the Mirthless. Point proven. It's not bad here, though. Make a lifelinker, sure. So we're going to Emperor. Probably just start plussing on Dennick and just try and get Dennick into lifelinking range. We're actually attack and do a Sheoldred. Draw land. Alright. Honestly, this is like not bad. So you pump here. And now we just attack Soaring and gain 4 life. And we have the Eiganjo. This forces a block of some kind. I might just jump with the Underdog, which is fine. We gain 4 life, which is pretty clutch, so sure. Alright, and then I think I like a cycle here. Raffine. Well, if I had cycled first, it would have been a lot better, I guess, but sure. Alright, play land, play Raffine, so they go. Pretty good. So now we're D'd up. We have a Eiganjo. We have a large lifelinker. It's getting bigger. We have a Planeswalker in play. I guess an Invoke Despair here wouldn't be, like, ideal, but it wouldn't be that bad either. Sure. So we sacrifice a Underdog. Lose the Walker, which is, like, fine. Their attacks still aren't very good. And our attacks are pretty good. Probably to Soaring first before whatever. Draw Duress. Not so good. Caves of Koilos. Maybe they have the black 1 kicker white Wrath, I guess. Alright. I like the idea of sending old Dennick at Soaring again to gain some more life. Raffine can go at Soaring. That will allow them to gain some life, but I think it's fine. Do you want an Underdog also is the question, which would draw us a card and get another trigger off Raffine. Make this Dennick real big. I think so. So we'll go... we could pump the Raffine, I guess. We gotta get pump Dennick, I think, so... Doesn't really matter where these go. I'm trying to go here too, actually. So, Raffine triggers. And, Sheoldred will counteract. We draw a bunch of lands and a dragon. Can't cast dragon yet, but that's fine. I do actually, it actually kind of sucks. Because we really wanted to grow the Dennick by 1. But we didn't draw a spell, we want to discard. That actually blows. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. We gotta keep our dragon, I think, so... Pretty unlucky to miss out on all the these spells. Still trade Dennick and Eiganjo for Sheoldred, which is a pretty good trade. This goes to the bin. We still have a dragon in our hand. Draw a card off this. Interesting. So they're actually not going to get Sheoldred's hands dirty. We just kill the sleeper and keep our Dennick then, I think, right? We have Duress. I guess Dennick dying isn't that bad either way. 3-4, 3-4. Yeah, let's keep Dennick alive. I suppose we are, like, now a little weak, too, if they just draw a 5 and 3. We're going to keep this in our hand for Liliana, too. If we draw a way to kill my Sheoldred here, we're pretty close to dead, I guess, but that'd be unfortunate. Swing and a miss. Wow. Okay. I guess they're saying they have a replacement copy. Oh, it was Path of Peril. Sure, that's also fine. I mean... Ertai, also fine. So we can, like, Ertai, kill this. Underdog, kill this. I guess we die to Invoke Despair, then. That's not good. I don't like dying to Invoke Despair if I can help it. Just Dennick Ertai, I guess. kill the flyer. Just attack Soaring next turn. Sure. Back up Soaring. March X equals 2. Alright, so we'll kill the thing now. Actually, I'm sorry, we don't get a token. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. It's still fine. Kill this. This dies. They gain life. And there's Shelly. Alright, I think we're just dead. And we're bad draws. Alright. Sure. Play this. Probably just die to Invoke Despair, but we can upkeep Takenuma and then Wandering Emperor the Shelly if they attack with it. I'll just block with it too, but probably just dead here. That's okay. Have an awkward game, honestly. We didn't draw removal for their Shelly for a long time. Another Shelly. Alright. I think we're in trouble. We can return our own Shelly, I guess. It's fine. Ludevic. Ludevic can be another copy of our dragon, which is pretty sweet. We gotta play Shelly though, so it doesn't actually matter. So, alright, we'll attack Soaring. We just die, right? No, we're active player, our stacks first, then theirs. Oh, yeah, we actually just die. It doesn't actually matter. Yeah, 2, 5. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay, that's okay. I actually we didn't have any outs anyways, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, because we play Shelly, and then how it works is the active players triggers stack first, and then the non-active players. So on their turn, they'll lose 2 and then gain 2. On my turn, I lose 2 and then gain 2, so I die. And then nothing in my graveyard can stop that from happening. Yeah, we're just dead. So, let's not show them. Let's concede. Just not show them this. It's fine. Alright. So, yeah, kind of a tough game. They just like had Sheoldred play for like 10 turns, so we just couldn't, you know, that's probably a thing you shouldn't allow to happen. Now we're on the play. Because Kaito's come in, and I want to be a little more aggressive. I'm not sure I'm like these negates, honestly. We can just play through the, I don't know, negates, grasp, Raffine. Weddings are great. Peacekeepers. Only fine, I think. Ertai's fine. Dennick Underdog. Grasp, negate, ward. I want the big things. I want the Emperors, Sheoldred, Ertai's. I guess Void Rend is a little unexciting. Sure. Almost wouldn't mind a cut down or two. So they do have some cheaper creatures. We want to get the tempo going with our Kaitos, but yeah, long 2 weeks. A long 2 weeks. Decided to fly into Vegas a few days early. I get in on Monday. I'm supposed to be there till Tuesday. I think Wednesday is our media day, so we got media day, drafting, explore. Sure. I'm down here. little awkward on the pain lands, but Ludevic into Kaito. Alright. Now I go one drop here sucks pretty bad, honestly, because it's Dennick too. I think it's Dennick first, actually. Very painful lands, unfortunately. Underdog. Negate. Alright, we should have to draw off Kaito, I think. We are missing a third land. Our lands kind of suck. Alright, let's please draw a land next turn. That's the plan. Anyway. Pump once. Pump twice. That's your entire turn. That is so good for us. We can draw a spell here, which we did not do, unfortunately. I guess we're just gonna loot. Trying to draw a kill spell. We drew a Sheoldred that we can't cast yet. We can discard the... This is a spot where like we need to decide how long this game is going to go. Are we going to get to Ward or not? I think discarding one of the Ludevics is fine. And we'll play the Dennick. Not that it blocks this thing well anyway, but... Yeah, discard this. Play this tap to play Dennick. Say go. This card's really good. It's like a really, really good card. In for 3, attacking me. It's bold. Alright, to 11. Probably like land Sheoldred then. Alright, sure. Draw a Wedding Announcement. That is not a removal spell. Yeah, we're probably in trouble here. Alright, let's play Sheoldred. We'll loot so we don't lose any mana, lose any life off this. And draw another non-land. Yeah, it's pretty tough, honestly. Discard Wedding Announcement, or probably just tapping out a lot of the next few turns, just for the negate. Alright, say go. If they have a kill spell here, we just lose, but I mean, unfortunately the cards in this format do snowball extremely hard. So once you start to fall behind, the ball rolls real hard. They cast the Vote Despair, you just lose. It's just like, alright, like, it's funny, and the reason why we chose this deck was because it is the most snowball-y deck in the format with Raffine. So, Soul Transfer. Soul. Yeah, we're super dead. I think we get a brought in Depopulate, honestly. They're going to attack Kaito for 3 and leave Sheoldred back. Sure. Scared of the Wandering Emperor, I suppose. None of those here. And another Sleeper. That is not a good card for us. Still no removal spells. Yeah, I don't know. Just 2 games in a row, we just couldn't find a kill spell for Sheoldred. We got tons of them. But Dems the breaks, I suppose. Just announcement land. Already at 6, so we're pretty dead. But actually, I didn't use this, did I? I think we're pretty dead anyway, but I would have made a 1/1 blocker, but I mean, between Sheoldred and the Underdog, I don't think it matters, probably. Definitely a different vibe, doing content and doing testing. Testing is very grindy. It's just like playing tons and tons and tons of games, then talking for hours of Magic and playing tons and tons and tons of games. But in a very, very different way than doing content. Which is similar, obviously. You're just playing a bunch of games, talking about Magic and stuff. But very different. I love competitive Magic, but I like doing content a lot too, honestly. Alright, so this cost them most of their turn worth of mana, which is pretty good for us. Yeah, I think Depopulate should have come in, honestly. They're creature heavy enough where I think it's pretty impactful, so. Sure. Yeah, like, imagine we had Depopulate here, the game would just probably end. I guess they have this thing already, and we're already at 7, but. Alright, right on time we do the Infernal Grasp. Alright, whatever, that's fine. Alright, they got us. It happens, you know. That's kind of what this format definitely has some games like that where they just like, they play a snowball-y threat, they curve out, you don't have an answer, each die in like 2 turns. It just happens. Rockin' and rollin', winning die rolls. Ugh, ugly hand. This is a hand sucks keep moment, unfortunately, but a little too reactive for my taste. This deck definitely wants to get the old curve going. Grixis, let me draw a land. So there's some argument here towards holding a tower to cycle if our hand continues to be this bad. Can't play this since I go. We can grass their 2-drop. Ooh, no we can't. Bank Buster. And then Underdog a turn late. Underdog's also a mana sink. Now I'm fine just like playing this and playing with Zapland. Good to give yourself options though. Fable, sure. Deserted Beach. That Goblin token definitely has to die. The question is, will they block her? They're not going to block, probably. So, attack. They are going to block. Wow, alright. I'm interested. Your turn. This could be the 5-color domain deck. It's running a swamp. Alright, called it. Domain Shigeki. Alright, we are casting this Ertai because we want to get our game on here. Like to have something in play. Pretty bad hand, honestly, for the matchup because, like, we thrive on tempo and they thrive in the late game, so not ideal, but Otawara. Just dogging it. Why would you leave Plaza up and not Raffine's tower? Oh yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all, actually. Coming in. Auto Tapper is not perfect. Here's Leyline Binding. Targets the Underdog. Sure. In for 3. Well, nothing here. Just a pretty bad hand, so. Couple Infernal Grasp and Shelly Duncan. They get to tutor for a card next turn, which is pretty bad for us because they can definitely have the Wrath in their deck. So playing Sheoldred's a liability. But what else are we gonna do? Honestly, let's attack. Make them use their own Wrath against. Nope, they're gonna block again. Wow, I'm surprised. Very surprised. Sure. All right, Shelly Duncan it is. So there you go. 2 off Shelly, 3 off Cruelty. I imagine they'll find an answer to Cruelty, but Infernal Grasp's not very good in this matchup. Okay, that's pretty sweet, honestly. So now they have, we have 2 good cards locked in early line bindings, and like now we have 2 destroy evils in our deck that just like, and a Void Rending and just turn these back on. So turn some of our kill spells into threats. Also destroy lands, fine too, I guess. We can also, I guess Otawara, this isn't very good. And then there's, they can get back Shigeki or Ertai. It's kind of whatever, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not too cool. We're like super dead, like comically dead this game. Like our hand's just terrible for the matchup. We mulligan, just didn't do anything. Just happens. Get Shigeki, sure. once that bounces, they can get back their stuff infinitely. So not infinitely, but you know, pretty well. So just go to the next game probably. Perfect information. Just cast a Hermit. All right, thank you. It's not that hard to do. All right, so no problems. I mean, like, our hand's bad, and we drew bad, which is fun. We're going to bring in our Strokes and our Negates and our Kaitos and our Ertai, and we are going to cut a lot of cards. We're going to cut the Infernal Grasps for sure. Destroy Evil's still great, I think. Void Rend's fine. Announcement's, like, fine here. Peacekeeper's a little interesting. Sheoldred, the Dawn Sky. Pretty bad against Leyline Binding. So I'm going to cut most, if not all of these, and lower our curve a little bit. And play a little more of like a counterspelly low curve game against their expensive spells. I think I'm going to do Shave. It's like Sheoldred or Wedding Announcement. I think it's Shelly. And go from here. So, again, our hand was very bad that game. I can see a world maybe mulligan that game, but it's pretty hard in the dark. Pretty the matchup on a mulligan, obviously, but... And Worlds is open decklist, so... Alright, better hand. We like this. To lead on Dennick, I think. Counterspell, Shelly. It's a matchup where Kaito would shine. Opponent's thinking things over. Of course, companion article to this video, as always, on CoolStuffInc.com. Hopefully you read my winner's report from Worlds on Friday. I do a video article Monday, written article Friday. Always free content on CoolStuffInc.com every weekday. No paywall. Check this out. Look at that. Oh yeah, it's cool, right? Got my cool patches for my hoodie for the event. Unfortunately, the jerseys did not come in, but it happens. See, old Dennick here. Stroke's great too. Love it. Llanowar Loam Speaker. Okay. So I guess we're gonna underdog rather than play Ludevic, because the mill don't do much for us right now, and underdog acts through this Loam Speaker, so I'd like to draw the card Raffine. It's a card that I would like to draw, the centerpiece of the deck. Stomper. I like this card a lot. 4/4, can't attack or block unless you have 7 lands. Destroy Evil. So no land is pretty terrible for us there, honestly. That was not good for us. But we're going to say go. Ideally, we draw a land next turn. We get to go Ludevic plus Counterspell. Courier's Briefcase, sure. And Shigeki, also sure. So we're going to disenchant this Shigeki. 4/4 doesn't matter for 2 turns, and Shigeki will find them a land next turn to make Stomper attack faster, so... They have their own counterspells? Get real. Get out of here. Drew a land. Sick. Alright. Go for the chumps. Playing the Ludevic. Sure. 3 cards in hand. Channel Herd Migration, final land, gain 3 life, sure. Is a little annoying once the Stomper is actually online, but the Kami War, no. Actually, that's annoying. They have an extra mana here. Alright, we're gonna stroke this. Get sneaky mana here off the briefcase for our Make Disappear. I don't want to sacrifice a creature, obviously, so they're at 13. Draw another land. Okay. Let's attack for a bunch. Mill with Ludevic. Ertai. Would have preferred to draw that one, honestly, but... And we will say go. If we have to sack a creature for Make Disappear, things get a little awkward. They can draw 5 here. Or draw 3, I mean. Looks like they're going to. Alright. Yeah, not drawing an untapped land there kind of sucks, honestly, but them's the breaks. Yeah, they're definitely going to draw 3 here. So they go to 4. And then we're like, going to play the land. Play land, say go. Can sack Underdog to disappear, bring it back next turn if we have to. Get extra mana for it. So take 1 and go to 3. Draw 3 cards. Anyway, they play 1 big spell and we counter it. That is 9 total mana, so gotta sack something most likely. Have our Stompers online too, so that's also annoying, but see if Shelly can get it done here. Green, pain for green. Play another Stomper. Okay. Think we're golden here. I guess, like, they can untap and kill the Sheoldred on the upkeep, maybe, but... Another briefcase, sure. Kaito. Just gonna play Shelly and say go. They're at a healthy 2 life. Play Leyline Binding with 4 mana up. Sure. Alright, let's kill one of these, I guess, or try to. I think we're pretty close to dead, despite them being at 2. We'll see. Yeah, pretty close to dead. They have exactly 4 mana up, too. Yeah, so basically everything that could go wrong went wrong there. Happens. What are you going to do? Listen, it wouldn't be the night before you leave for a huge major event if you didn't lose a bunch of matches, all right? That's just how it works. If you're a Magic player who plays in tournaments, you know how it goes. But I wouldn't change a card, obviously, because this is the deck we've been working on for Worlds for the last 3 weeks. Hours in and hours out in the Discord. So this is my Worlds deck. Again, you're watching this on Monday. It's Monday morning, and hopefully myself or one of my teammates won Worlds of this deck. And if not, deck's still great. We're great. Play the deck. You folks, cool stuff, folks. I love you. I appreciate everyone watching the video. And I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Next week's going to be my Explorer deck from Worlds, which is Mono Blue Spirits. Sneaky, crazy choice. Some crazy sideboard options, too. So check it out. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it. Have you go.